This video is intended to provide an overview of the request peer review functionality of ServiceNow. It also assumes that you know how to create a new change request. After creating the change, filling in all the required fields from the header portion here, including all the tabs below, you would move the state from draft to planning and select Save. At this point, you'll see a Request Peer Review button in the upper right-hand corner. You select that. And what has just occurred is ServiceNow has sent the peer review an email notifying them that a task has been created for them to review this change request. You'll also note the state remains in planning during this phase. This allows the peer to work with the assigned to and make changes and additions to this change request on the fly before the fields get locked down and an approval request goes to the group manager. So at this point, the peer reviews the header in detail, any attachments to ensure they're accurate and complete, and all of the tabs below. Schedule tab, remember it's the 24-hour clock. Looking at all the change plans, back out and validation for completeness and details are there. Change impact, definition of enterprise is below the field, and not to forget the notifications area as well. Then on the schedule tab, to ensure the schedule it has no conflicts against the change calendar, so the change calendar can be found over here in the navigation bar. Once all of those things are done, the peer should go to the Change Task tab found at the bottom of the change and click on their change task. There are 6 items here as reminders to the peer as to the responsibilities are in regard to this change request. Items 1 through 3 we just discussed. 4 and 5 are reminders to the peer that they can represent the change during CAB if the assignee is unable to do so, and also that they can back up the assignee during the implementation. And then lastly, they fully understand this change may be rejected by management or CAB if information is incorrect or insufficiently documented. Okay, if the peer is in agreement, what they want to do is update any applicable work notes here regarding modifications, additions to the change request, and they can check the I signify agreement checkbox. If the task is to be rejected, they can move the approval state to rejected. And there's times the assigned to may also ask them to reject the task, as they may want to keep the change in a planning state for a period of time. If rejected is selected, the assigned to will get an email notifying them that this task has been rejected. If in agreement, the peer would then select the I signify agreement checkbox, and they can select Save and Close. A pop-up appears. The approval state is being updated to approved as you have checked the I signify agreement checkbox. Just clicking OK will then take you back to the change request. You'll notice that all the fields are locked down at this point and the state is moved to pending approval. You go to the bottom of the change request and click on the Change Task tab. You can see that the task has now been closed complete. ServiceNow has also sent the assigned to an email to notify them of this status. If I click on the Approvers tab, I can see an email has also gone to the group manager to approve this change. If you have any questions regarding this functionality, please contact your change manager, or in the upper right-hand corner here, you click on this question mark. It'll take you to ServiceNow Help documentation.